Prime, and today we are doing cooking off the hip. So there's a lot of things that I need to do. I got a pretty solid meal that I need to make. This is specifically for me and my wife, so I'm doing something very special. I got 2 cuts of T-bone steak, as you can see here, so I'm gonna just cook those off. Do a little something different. I'm actually gonna add just a little hint of liquid smoke, only because I do not have an actual smoker in my backyard. This is a house that we just moved to, so it is what it is, right? So let's get this thing started. All right, need that pot hot. Die cast iron skillet here. Get that going. And yeah, don't follow this. I'm gonna wash these steaks here. Vegan butter. All right. Going to let this butter melt a little bit. Already got the garlic, which is already pre-minced. Got it on standby. I already have the rosemary ready to go. So cooking steak is a very straightforward process. I'm going to have to do this twice because of the size of this actual skillet. And then of course we're going to finish it in the oven, preheat it to 350 degrees. And we're going to leave it in the oven to finish. Now, I don't know about y'all. I know y'all going to get crazy when you hear this. But I like my steak all the way cooked. Hey, look, well done. I don't do medium rare. I'm not a vampire, so I don't like rare. I don't like flip pud. Oh, it's good to go.
Fuzi said that's a lot of butter.
Hey, the cuts of the steak, because you said it's a lot of butter, the cuts of the steak is really, really, really thick. All right. These are full T-bone steaks. So I like mine a little bit, as far as like the outside of it, a little bit crispy than what you think. Let me show you the steak, right? You said it's a lot of butter. Let me show you what I'm dealing with, right? So this is about, I don't know if you can see it on your side, but I'll give you a reference here. But this is about 1 inch thick, true T-bone steak, beautiful cut, and I want my butter to really, really seep in to the meat. And I like mine a little bit more crispier on the outside, right? But I'm gonna let this work, and we're gonna, flip. We're gonna do a little bit of action there, and then You'll see me throwing the rosemary, and then I'm gonna put it right back here, ready to go for the oven. And if I keep stepping out of frame, it's because I'm washing my hands and I'm drying it, so that's kind of like offset. But we're gonna keep the camera stationary right here, so there's not much confusion or whatever. But we don't need to baste the butter on top, not yet. I'm just trying to move the garlic around. Ooh, I might actually add more garlic to this. You can never get enough of garlic. Let me add it to the section where it's kind of bare.
Fuzzy said, "Why don't you flip it?"
I don't flip it, Fuzzy, because I just put it in. So you don't want to when you're cooking. And these are some good questions, Fuzzy. Right, that's his name, right? Fuzzy, like Fuzzy. So you don't here to answer your question. You don't want to flip one again because I just put the steak in the pot. So if I flip it, it's still going to be kind of pink on the other side, right? So when you're cooking meats, and especially heavy meats, you don't want to disturb the cooking process. There's a part when it comes to cooking where you just let the stuff work. You let the pan, pot, whatever your food product in, you let it cook. You let it do its job. I don't want to disturb it way too many times, and then I get uneven cooking, right? What else we got? Come on, talk. What else we got?
G. Handmer said, "You're cooking it well done. Don't worry about your hands, my guy. Nah, just playing. You got a clean process."
Hey, yo, so who's that? Who's that made that comment?
G. Handmer.
Hey, G Hammer. Yeah, thank you. Look, this is, even though I'm in my house as opposed to a restaurant setting, I still carry the serve safe mindset to my cooking. Even though I'm in my house, I may not be as, how I want to say, I may not be as detailed as I would if I were to be in a kitchen. Because, when you're cooking in your home, it's like you're still going to cook clean. You're still going to do everything, right, what you're supposed to do. But it's your house, man. It's like, if I touch the meat, it's whatever. With my bad, it's whatever, right? It's.
Fuzzy said, "Is that a skillet?"
Yes, die-cast iron. Can you see it?
Yeah.
You can see it, right? So you don't want to baste just yet, right? Despite what y'all seen from possibly other people that make steaks, you don't want to baste just yet. You want to let that butter go. You want to let the garlics, this is a cheat sheet. Again, I'm home. I'm not in the restaurant. Typically, you'll take a whole garlic clove and you unpeel it, and then you bust it down to what you see here, right? I just went to the store, lazy me. I was like, hey, this joint already come minced. Hey, let's just go with that.
G. Hannemer said, "Respect. I just had to make a well done job." Ziggy P09YT said, "Please don't overcook that."
Oh, no, buddy. Hey, it's not going to be overcooked. It's not going to be overcooked. But it will be well done. Hey, while y'all at it, I want to thank y'all for, obviously tuning into this live. But make sure that y'all also subscribe to Next Chef Network. And you can also find me on TikTok at Next Chef Network as well. And guess what, y'all? We're going to be doing a lot of live sessions. All right? A lot of live sessions. I brought a lot of food. And you see me lifting it up just a little bit, but I'm not flipping. All right, gotta let the stuff, you know, the garlic and everything get underneath. Now let me turn it down just a little bit. All right, low and slow, low and slow. Turning it from 8, which is set on the stove, to about a 4. All right. So go ahead.
Benighted 666 said T-bone steak, season and oil steak non-stick pan high heat, 4 medium each side. I mean, for minute each side.
Man, yo, who said that? Who said that?
Benighted 666.
B9?
Benighted 666.
Benighted. Hey, Benighted, you trying to get me to cook some rare stuff, man, huh? Now I'm gonna do the flip.
And Fuzzy said, can you make a steak in a normal pan?
Yes, you can make it in a normal pan. All right, yes you can. Now look, let's see if I can flip this to show y'all the product. You see what I was talking about? You see that? You see the brownness on this?
Benighted 666 says, well done, you ruined it.
Yeah, I see, here we go. I know. But look, it's just the way that I like my steak. Now we're gonna drop the rosemary. It's just the way that I like my steak. I love I love well done. I'm not a fan of medium rare. I don't like blood. I like my stuff killed twice. I'm one of those people, you know, if I see blood, I'm like, hey, it needs more work.
Benighted 666 says, way too much butter, not healthy.
You said way too much butter is not healthy?
Yeah, Benighted 666 said it.
Well, check this out. I'm here to teach y'all. I'm here to teach y'all a little something, right? So I'm gonna let this work. I'm not gonna mess with it, but I'm gonna teach y'all a little something right now while I got the time. So you said way too much butter is not healthy, which is 3,000,000% correct, right? But do you see this whole cookie sheet? You see the rails right here that uplift the food product from the cookie sheet? So when I have this in the oven, all of the extra butter that has soaked into the meat is going to drop to the bottom of this pan. This sheet pan is going to catch all of that stuff that I've put into here, all of the extra or excess butter.
Yeetus Industrious said a thicker pan usually helps with heat distribution. A thin pan usually burn the crust or outside faster, but the inside is raw.
Yeah, 100%. So this is a die-cast iron pan. You can't get more thicker than this, honestly. And that's why I love cooking on die-cast iron pans when it comes to steaks. So here's the deal. Steaks, if you cook with, go around to the other side, get the other pan that we have. You'll see it, just stainless steel, the traditional kitchen one. I'm gonna show y'all something real quick. Perfect, yeah. So this is a traditional kitchen use stainless steel pan that you would see here. There you go. That you would see. Let me do this real quick. That you would see people take different kind of meats, cook whatever they want in it, right? So you would have to, for something like this, for heat distribution, you would have to have the stove set on high constantly. So you're taking cuts of meat that comes from your refrigerator or freezer, whatever y'all do. It's already cold. You're dropping it into some butter. That itself is going to greatly reduce the heat that comes from the butter and all that good stuff, right? It's going to reduce that. And then your pan is going to have to work to get that heat or the fat source back up. So die-cast iron, once it gets hot, it gets really, really, really hot.
G Hammer said, how do you feel about sous vide?
I love sous vide. I love sous vide. If you know how to do sous vide, now look, You see that? That was on the bottom side that I just pulled. And you see that extra butter drip? Right? And then look at the other side. That was the original side. So that's why I say don't touch it. Once you have your steak, and look at how much garlic stayed on it, right? So once you have your steak, don't touch it. Don't constantly feel the need to flip it, right?
Fuzzy said, "Why are you putting it in the oven? Why?" And
What's that?
Fuzzy said, "Why are you putting it in the oven?"
So, let me get myself in a frame. So the reason why you put thicker cuts, you can say heavier, but thicker cuts meat in the oven is the perfect finishing. So if you keep it, mind you, again, I'm not doing medium rare. I'm not doing that. What I just pulled was about medium rare. All right. I'm not doing medium rare. I'm cooking it all the way through. Right. I'm cooking it all the way through. So, being that I'm going to do it well done, I am not going to overcook it. It would be some dry steak if I keep it on this die cast iron skillet, right? So you want to finish it in your oven so it can maintain its moisture. You want to bite into steak and feel like you don't want to bite into steak and feel like you're chewing gum, right?
Colin said, "Looking fresh today, Unc."
Yo, that's how we do, man. Hey, I just came from doing something outside and I'm back and I'm like, man, I gotta get this off because my wife is gonna be here soon and she's gonna expect some kind of steak on a plate. So I gotta get this stuff done. And also stay on here because I'm gonna do some man, y'all got me really excited about this. I'm gonna do some I got these little potatoes. Funny thing is actually the company's called the Little Potato Company. But these is red potatoes, right? So we're gonna get that done. Super classic way, super easy way. So watch that. And then on top of that, I'm gonna do ice cream from scratch, utilizing only 3 ingredients. So the spread for myself and my wife, because this is going to be a dinner date when my wife gets off of work, is going to be ice cream from scratch. We're going to both have our own T-bone steak, and then we're going to be doing some rustic potatoes.
Yeetus Industrious said, "What do you think about smoking and flame torch crust?"
Ooh!
And then Fuzzy said, "I sub."
Oh, I'm sorry. This is liquid smoke. Like I said, I'm going to put liquid smoke in my batch. I want to give my wife the true flavor of, and I'm going to answer your question too, but I'm going to give my wife the true flavor of the steak, but I like a little bit of smokiness to mine. So obviously that's a cheat sheet. But going back to your question, where you was asking, hey, what was the question? Say the question again.
What do you think about smoking and flame torch crust?
Smoking, flame torch crust. So that is a very unique cooking method. So there's this thing in culinary. There's a thing called layered cooking, right? Where every process you're introducing a flavor note to it, or you're increasing the texture of what you're cooking, right? So to your point, it's just like taking macaroni and cheese, and then you're adding panko flakes to it for the crispiness, right, on top. So if you're going to, toast bred a certain way that is outside the norms, then yeah, you definitely want to add that. So I'm a firm believer in doing stuff like that, right?
Fuzzy said I sub.
So what?
He subbed to your thing.
Oh, thank you, Fuzz, thank you. Look, tomorrow we're gonna go on another live session. I'm dead serious with this live stuff, right? We're gonna go on another live session tomorrow. I got some. Hey, just to show y'all real quick, I got some MREs that I'm gonna make in my backyard. So this is gonna be a very special.
Fuzzy said Fuzzy said gotta go. I will be on your live later.
Thank
probably.
you, Fuzz. Thank you. All right, salute. So, to answer the question about sous vide, I love sous vide, and I'm studying molecular gastronomy as well. So if you know how to use sous vide the right way, one way of sous vide is to cook until doneness of your actual product, and then you peel it out of the packaging that you put it in, the vacuum seal package, and then you put it on your plate, and then that's it, typically. But what I would use specifically sous vide for is to get it to its actual doneness point. Follow me, get it to its doneness point, because when you put it in a vacuum seal pack, and then you put it, and I'm trying to tell you a story here, and then you put whatever herbs, seasonings, marinade, sauces, whatever, and then you seal it. That means you're locking in like 90-95% of its flavor to go through and through the meat, right? So it could be a way where you could do sous vide and then take it out of its packaging and then finish it on a skillet, whatever, right? Just to get it crispy, super moist on the inside. Next question.
Yidis Industrious said, I have seen that people also does sous vide and then grilling them to make the crust.
Yes.
But other also like
Yes.
light them on with a torch to form the crust.
Yes. So that's important, because that's what I was just talking about, right? So you want to use the sous vide technique as a way to introduce whatever flavoring, marinade, whatever that you want to put or have absorbed within the product. Not always meat. You can do vegetables. I've seen other people do some wild shit, put different kind of vegetables in and make it super flavorful from inside out, right? Do it to meat, obviously. But yeah, you definitely want to finish it, like I said before, on the skillet. Very, very, very important. But I love sous vide. Also, just be aware that sous vide is really to start is very expensive, only because of the singular equipment that you typically need, right? So it got this kind of like a clear canister, if I were to try to explain it to y'all, and then it has this black tube that part goes out, part goes in, and heats up the water. Go ahead.
Yidis Industrious said, are you a fan of dry aging?
Dry aging is definitely a skill that is not really used. It's like a dying thing. There are some meat purveyors that do dry aging, and that's how you increase the cost or the value of your meats. So you can look at dry aging depending on the meat, depending on how you preserve it throughout the drying stages, depending on the thickness of it. You might want to do a dry age. Like I would do something, for instance, like this T-bone steak, right? I would dry age this for about 14 days, 17 days. But there's people that have big slabs of meat that dry age from 30 to 60 or 90 days. Oh my gosh, it hit my face. For 90 days, depending on the custom meat and what you're trying to arrive to. Go ahead. Next question.
G Hanmer said, I agree 100% and actually do that with wild duck.
Yes.
Sous vide to doneness, then sear and shred in a pan with barbecue sauce to give it bark like pulled duck.
100%. And so let me ask you this, because I want this to go back and forth, right? Let me ask you this. How long since you dry age duck? How long do you dry age your duck? What did he say? How long do you dry age your duck?
Tom Tofu said I'm pooping.
He's what? He's what?
Tom Tofu said I'm pooping. Tom Tofu said I'm pooping.
Are you taking a shit? Hey, ain't nothing wrong with that, man. In order to, and this is important too, if you're taking a shit right now and you're watching me, yo, much love, all right? Make sure that you want a healthy shit. So make sure that you really go in on your fiber, all right? Start out, drink at least 1 can of Olipop. Don't do that other joint that's a pop. What's that other can? It's pop something. Do Olipop. 1 can a day. It'll get your gut health right. That's what I do. Yep.
Tom Tofu said, no, I'm done now. Just doing the paperwork. And G Hanmer said, sorry, I mean sous vide, duck dry age. Makes me a little nervous. Nice tofu.
No, don't be scared. Yo, you gotta lean into it. Look, everybody, I'm gonna tell y'all this. Everybody wanna jump on a camera and look professional. Look like, hey, I know everything about this that I'm cooking, right? Hey, it's okay to make mistakes. How you think all of the greatest chefs that you know got to the point where they at? They didn't come out their mom's womb as a master chef doing everything right the first time, right? There's going to be some times on these live sessions where you're going to probably catch me slipping up a little bit. I know what I'm doing for the most part, obviously. I know what I'm doing, but I like to push the envelope. I don't like to cook stuff that I already know how to cook like the back of my hand. That level of cooking is so boring, right? I like to push the envelope. Like what you said, sous vide, bringing it out, putting it on the pan, searing it for that crispiness, right? Pull it. That's what I like doing, man. Just
Yidis Industrious said, I didn't really dare to dry age exotic meat, but I would dry age a steak for like 10 days.
So you would dry age a steak for 10 days. Push it. Push it to 14. Push it to 14 days. You will not be sorry. Trust me.
Tom Tuva said, where do you get your duck? I heard that duck is foul. Low.
You said what? You said duck is foul.
He said he heard that duck is foul.
Duck is foul?
Tom Tofu
I
said,
need you to use your man voice. Come on, speak up.
Tom Tofu said, where you get your duck? I heard that duck is foul. Low.
Look, you can go to any specialty markets that may serve, or I'm sorry, not serve, but sell duck. You can go to any specialty market for that, right? Everybody got, or not everybody, but you know, you gotta hit it on a Google search, right? I don't know where you live, right? I'm in Northern Virginia. I don't know where you are at, state or what have you, but just go to a specialty store, right? They will have plenty of duck. Same as bison, same as Venice, same as alligator, quail, stuff like that. Speaking of quail, I'm going to try to get some quail, and I'm going to do something very nice today. I'm going to cook a French dinner for me and my wife with quail, and then I'm going to use the quail eggs. I'm going to do like some Michelin shit with quail. All right, so y'all see this?
Tom Tofu said, I heard gators got quite a bite. And then Yeetus Industrious said they could taste or smell gamey if not prepared correctly. But fried ducks are common in my area, and we kind of perfected on how to prepare ducks so it's easy to get them and cheap.
Yeah, yep. So, yeah, y'all would definitely be surprised. Hey, go to my green room and get me another sides mixing bowl. You. There you go, chef. Let's go. Let's move. Yeah. So duck is more common than you think, y'all. All right, thank you. Duck is more common than you think. It used to be one of those things that was very special, and you really had to search for it. Not every store carry it, but as we go on, more people's palate is being broadened because a lot of people's doing a lot of traveling and such. So yeah, a lot of stores is listening to the marketplace.
Emery said, just joined and this food looks good.
Yo, what you know about the T-bone steak? What you know about the T-bone steak? Yeah, doing something special. And look, like I told y'all before, I don't know if you can see it because this is like a copper color, but I'm already seeing a little bit of the excess of butter seeping right into the pan, just like I told y'all. So now you take this, right? You see it nicely seared, beautiful. You can still see some of the garlic bits that have been cooked into the steak nicely. This went from straight up 1 inch to like a little over a half an inch, right? Because we cooked it down. Now we're going to finish it in the oven. What we got? Keep going.
Lemon Pepper Twitter said, do you swallow? Elena Lonescu said, yes. I love it.
Who asked? Who asked that?
Lemon Pepper said, Lemon Pepper Tortoise said, do you swallow? Elena Ionescu said, yes, I love it.
Well, do I swallow? Do I swallow? Hold on, let me dry my hands real quick before I get to the next thing. I'm gonna answer that question. Is that thing closed? Do I swallow? Hold on, I got something for you. Hold on. Yeah, I swallow wine from 2002. What do you swallow? I take down.
Emery said lemon chill. Lemon Pepper Tortoise said gay. Tom Tubu said that.
I swallow this. Chateaus. All right, 2002s.
Tom Tubu said that's inappropriate, lemon pepper. I'm trying to see if he does.
Hey, yeah, I don't take any comments personally. I don't care. So I do love and respect that there's a lot of interaction going on for sure. That's what I do love. So hey, y'all, let's keep it coming, man. What kind of wine do y'all drink? Do y'all go as far as back as I do? I got some since we're talking about aged stuff, I got some aged wine, y'all. So y'all wanna have like a mix up of great quality food and great wine. And let me put the cooking time.
Emery said lemonade, little freak.
Hey, there's some freaks out there, man. You just gotta make sure that you don't bring them freaks home with you.
Lemon Pepper Twitter said Dad's a good sport.
Yeah, of course. Look, people are going to say what they're going to say. It don't throw me off. You know what I mean? I know how to spin it. Like, look, do I swallow? I don't know if that was a joke or not, or if it was something derogatory towards me. Either way, obviously I'm a chef. I don't care. If y'all want to hear some stuff, try working in a real kitchen. And those conversations in the back of the house, you know what I mean? Crazy. So, but yeah, I swallowed 2002 and older.
Lemon Pepper Twitter said, I am sober, but I used to enjoy wine.
Yeah, hey, congratulations on your soberness. How long have you been sober? That's a huge step. Do not downplay that.
Emery said you seem super nice and wholesome. I love that you don't take anything personally from strangers. God bless y'all.
Oh, much love and appreciate it, man. Thank you. You know, there's a big thing where professionalism has to be at 100% at all times. You know what I mean? We can have fun. I'm all for it. But, you know, I'm on track of 100,000 subscribers. So I cannot be out of pocket. You know what I mean? Because the powers to be in YouTube is definitely watching. So these are the little round potatoes I was telling y'all about. Look at that. Beautiful, beautiful. Now we're going to keep the skin on and we're just going to wash them, right? We're going to wash these. They come in all different sizes. Now I'm going to show you a gourmet style to make these. It is so simple. Restaurants charge. What I'm about to show you, you're going to be like, yo, chef, that is it? Chef Prime, come on. It has to be more. No. I'm going to show you how to take something like this, and restaurants will charge you about, well, let's go with the potatoes in the palm of my hand. A restaurant will charge you about $10 for what I'm about to show you how to do for like the cost of the bag. All right, next question.
Emery said just subbed.
Just yo, thank you. Hey, thank you. That goes a long way. That goes a long way, for real.
Yes.
Somebody said I usually just go with apple ciders or any ciders, and then soju. Not a fan of wine, but my dad does.
Let's read the name.
Yidis.
Industrial.
He said he goes with apple ciders.
He said apple ciders or any ciders, and then soju. I was like, ooh, soju's fine.
Edie's Industrious.
Okay, all right.
And then Tom said, I missed the beginning. What's the best marinade first duck?
Ooh! Hey, how about this? How about this? I'll do you one better. I'll do you one better. All right?
Lemon Pepper Twitter said, I wish you were my dad.
Hey, yo, thank you. I mean, I wish my kids would have said that too.
I say it all the time.
Nah, but I was just playing. No. All right, for the duck question. I love this. Trust me. How about we do this? Subscribe to my channel. Today is February 22nd, which is a Saturday, Eastern Standard Time, right? Again, I live in Northern Virginia. How about I would get duck. I'll put that on my board. I will look for duck. I'll buy like 2 ducks. And then I will create a marinade and a wet marinade season for the duck, and I will go on live. And then if you're subscribed to my channel, you will get notified, hopefully, of the live session, and you will see me go through the process of making the marinating sauce from scratch, and then cooking the duck officially in that sauce. But I love that. Because I definitely, look, y'all, I know I got to get these things washed off and get started with the extra steps. But you really got me on something right now. I definitely going to find like an international or specialty grocery store and get a lot of the exotic meats, right? I did a big food shopping recently, so I'm going through that food. But my next food shopping, I want to get exotic meats. Bison, duck. Duck is not so exotic, but I want to get some specialty meats and cook off with those. All right, so I'm washing these off right now. I know I'm off screen. I'm off screen. Oh, let me dry my hands real quick.
It's definitely a cup.
All right. So you see the little bit of butter that I do have in this stainless steel, hopefully, the stainless steel pot, right? So we're just gonna get like a nice little coat to start with, right? This is that liquid butter that I shown y'all.
Tom said bison patty melts is delicious.
I brought some bison burgers, like bison ground beef, a few weeks ago, and I actually made bison cheeseburgers out of it using aged cheddar cheese. Oh, I gotta do it again for this. It's incredible. All right, so.
Lemon Pepper Tortoise said, "Did you vote for Kamala?"
Huh?
Lemon Pepper Tortoise said, "Did you vote for Kamala Harris?"
Oh, hey, I don't get it just because of YouTube reasoning. I do not get into political
Standpoints.
questions or statements or anything dealing political, right? There's a very strong stance in the creators. So like if you have your own YouTube channel, or YouTube channel or social media channel, and you are a creator. Let me educate y'all real quick. For those that may not know, but there is a very strong stance that a lot of these social media channels, they don't want you to talk about anything that deals with hate speech, politics, anything that threatens other people's lives or your own life. They across the board, they are very, very particular with the stuff that you talk about. So, but yeah, I can't indulge in answering that. Sorry about that, but hopefully you got a chance to vote, and hopefully you voted for the person that you wanted to vote for.
G. Hammer said, "Drop the sub. Looking forward to the Doug vid."
And also Yuda said he's looking for the duck video.
Yo, I'm not. This ain't cap. I'm dead ass, y'all. I'm dead serious. I'm gonna make that duck for you. Trust me.
G. Hammer said, "What do you pour in
the potatoes?"
What do you pour in the potatoes?
I'm about to show you right now. So there's this thing called black truffle sea salt. Okay. Now you can see the granulars here is really big. It really sticks out. You see the bits of black truffle in there, and obviously the sea salt mix. So you start off with a little bit of that, and don't be scared. You want a decent amount. Let me show you. You want a decent amount on there, right? Put it on top, mix it in a little bit. Now remember, what is sitting at the bottom is that butter. So as you are mixing, some of the butter is going to catch that sea salt. So that's why I said, don't be scared. Just really go in, right? And I'm gonna show you something else. So you get a little bit of that, and you get Italian seasoning. Butter, you could do black truffle sea salt, or you can do, if you don't have black truffle sea salt, you could do kosher salt. Let it be either or. Stay away from Isaac salt, that metallic garbage, bottom barrel seasoning. That thing will shoot your salt, like your blood pressure, through the roof. All right. So you sprinkle on some of this Italian seasoning, as you can see here. Sprinkle that on. Give it a good mix. Then that's it, right? So give it a solid mix. Boom, boom. Some is gonna stick, some may not. So I'm gonna show y'all what to do.
Tom asked, "What's the best music to cook to?"
Ooh! Anything that gives you energy. All right. So cooking with love is the best start. Love, high energy, anything that transfer positivity into the food. You never want to cook when you're just getting off of a job you hate. If you are just out of an argument with your spouse, if you are having a bad day, stay away from cooking. The best music is any kind of music that really gets your energy up, right? Anything that make you want to dance, that is the best.
Every time you do all the extra movement.
That's the best thing to cook.
Yidis Industrious said the most exotic food I had seasonally is goat lamb testicles, and sometimes battered, sometimes smoked. I got them from my grandpa's farm.
How did you make the goat nuts? How did you make that?
Also, they asked what. Actually, GMR said, "Wait, you guys have butter in a jug."
Wait, you guys have butter in a jug?
I just said that.
Yes. So we do have butter in a jug. This is when I had my restaurant in Northeast DC. All right. This is when I had my restaurant, and that's the butter that we was using. So this is restaurant quality and graded butter. All right. So I'm gonna show you the butter too, because I know since you asked about it.
And Yidis Industrious said, yeah, lemon pepper, but YouTube is a private company, and they have their own bias, and
Yes.
it's safer to stay neutral.
Yes, 100%. And that's why I said, like, I'm an open book. I don't believe in holding a lot of things from people, especially if I'm on live. But just because how these social media platforms are when it comes to specifically their creators, meaning once you have your page monetized on these different platforms, it get real finicky. So as you can see here, let me show y'all this real quick. Can y'all see? Oh, I don't want it to fall out, obviously, but can y'all see this? Thumbs up, comments, yes, or anything, right? So y'all can see some of the salt, right? That caught throughout all of this, right? So this is a perfect amount of salt. Now I just need to put another fresh powdered load of the Italian seasoning right on top. Now, the way that you want to do this, can they see this?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh no, put it back a bit.
Put it back a little bit. This is hot, so I don't want to obviously put it on that.
Yeah.
Can they see it here?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, perfect. So when you're using seasoning, y'all, of any type, here's a helpful hint. You don't want to put it low because it's going to be a congestion of whatever seasoning. It's going to be like an overpour, right? You want to put it midway. The higher up, the more it's going to spread. The lower, you're just going to jack your food up, honestly. There's no other way to cut it. So you can see from right here, right? So I covered here to here just by having it up here. Instead of putting it down here or down here. I brought it up. So I'm able to cover a wider area. As you can see. All right? So that's just a little thing for y'all to take with you. If you want to cook for your spouse, cook for the girl or the man that you're trying to get, and you want to surprise them with a little bit. But hey, don't put it down here. Put it up here. Let me show you. You know what I mean? Boom. So that's it. Again, you want to do truffle mixed with sea salt. I love this one. Italian seasoning, or if you don't have the truffle and sea salt, you definitely want to do kosher salt and Italian seasoning.
G.
And that's it.
Tom Tova said, I live in an apartment right now, so I've been learning new baking techniques. This is very helpful. And G. Handmer said,
Thank
if
you.
it's not on your counter, you weren't high enough.
That made no sense.
What was that? What was that last part?
If it's not on your counter, you weren't high enough.
If it's not on your counter, it wasn't high enough.
I
What
don't.
did
That
mean?
made no sense.
That probably means, like, if it was on your counter, then they probably couldn't
Christian.
see.
Hey, I guess I'll go with that. If it's not on your counter, it wasn't high enough.
Hey, Mari.
When it's on your, when it's
Am I
on,
reading too much into that?
when it's on the counter, it only shows like a corner of it.
Oh, tracking. Yes, okay. So what you're saying is because it was on the counter, it wasn't as high enough in front of the camera for you to see. But look, this is the finished product. That's the finished product right here, right? And then we're going to obviously kick that right into the oven. Then we're good to go. Hold on, let me clean up my station. So,
he said if you ain't sneezing, it ain't seasoned. Okay, that was so.
ha! I love it. If you ain't sneezing, it ain't seasoned. Hey, look. I don't know where y'all get y'all stuff from. If you're sneezing.
Oh, if the seasoning isn't all over your counter, then you weren't shaking it high enough. Sorry.
Nah, man. Look, what happened to precision? I've been doing this for so long. I know the exact height that I need to bring it up to for my intended. You know what I mean? So like, you don't want to make a mess. You see what I'm doing? A little bit of oil hit right here, and I'm cleaning it. You don't, in a kitchen, you never want to make a mess where you're spending half your day trying to, clean. And also, like what you see me doing, I'm cleaning as I go, right? So there's a few of that butter that been kicked up since I've been pan searing the steak.
Yidis Industrious said, the battered and deep fried version of the goat balls is just breadcrumbs and mustard and salt.
While the smoked ones have pickling season, salt, brown sugar, and bay leaves for the brine.
Tom Tofu said, all right, love y'all. Just subscribe, gotta go.
Thank you.
Gotta poo. Again, peace.
Thank you. All right, man. Keep it on with the fiber. All right. Thank you. So this is already set. I'm gonna put this in when I pull the steak out. Right. This is already good to go. So now we're going to get into the ice cream. Right. So let me step off camera. Let me kind of prep that particular area, and then we're going to roll right into the ice cream. And again, this is ice cream that is only using 3 seasonings. I'm sorry, three ingredients, not seasonings, as I work. Actually, I want mine a little bit more fluffy. So these is our place. Pots, pans, everything, right? These is from our place. So make sure that you follow the link. Obviously I'm an affiliate of Our Place. So follow the link, and then you can also buy any Our Place pots, pans, cutlery sets at a discount, right? They got a lot of different colors, all that good stuff. But anyway, let me prep out this area, aka move about 3 things, and then we're gonna set the camera back to this area. We're gonna get that thing popping. Hold on. Have your questions lined up. One of y'all said y'all love bacon. All right, here we go. Just slide this underneath the pantry. All right.
G. Hammer said, "How's everyone behind the camera?
How's everyone? What you mean?
How's everyone behind the camera?"
Oh, that's a question to y'all.
Yeah, we have like a big space, so it's not hard to move the camera around or like miss it. I'm about to go in. Don't move the camera because I'm about to go in.
It's good.
What?
It's on.
I got me one. The freak.
Get the axe that he bought it.
Yeah, he said I can get one.
Where'd you find it? Where'd you find it?
All right. Got to get the trusty extension cord, right? So we go plug this KitchenAid in. Yo, have y'all seen this KitchenAid right here with a metal bowl? I think this one is called the Evergreen. I mean, it has like this. Let me show y'all this real quick. Beautiful. Beautiful. Green. You got this little specialty green knob that you can take off and put your extension stuff on. I just love the green, but most importantly, yo, I love the bowl itself. Now look at this. This is all 100%. They call this walnut wood. And this thing is smooth and it is beautiful, man. Look at that. Beautiful. So, all right, that's that's good. It drops nicely. All right, perfect. So, ice cream from scratch. Very, very simple. Heavy cream, condensed milk, and what I'm using for flavor, because I like, do y'all like coffee flavored ice cream? What I'm doing is I got this brand here, it's Chamberlain Coffee, right, with oat milk. The flavor is salted caramel latte, as y'all can see here, right? Do y'all like this as ice cream? You know what I mean? So that's the flavor that we're going for.
G. Hammer said, "I think it's one of the nicest bowls I've ever seen."
Yo, thank you. I did a video, just like an unboxing, and I did it as a short. And within its first hour, it had like 988 views or something like that. So I was like, oh, there's a lot of people that really like this type of KitchenAid mixer, right? So let's get this stuff underway. So I don't think y'all want to see me just talk about the KitchenAid mixer. And I like doing my quality checks.
Stand this.
All right, bet. I love doing my quality checks. Sometimes you could be in a rush and think that, hey, you know, this is put in the right way, the bowl is locked into place, and you're all over the place, right, mentally, and you're not here. So it's always important to do your quality checks before, especially operating equipment of any type. All right, so let's lock that back in. All right, perfect. So heavy cream goes in first. Yo, they playing with me, right? I'm like, why is this hard to come off? I'm like, oh, dude, this thing look like a school milk. Yo, did they really glue this thing on? You know what? When in doubt. See, look. So you see some of that red part? They kind of got that on very tight. I guess some of the wax coating when they done this. Look at this, y'all. Look at that. That's why I told y'all, off the hip. off the hip. Y'all remember back in grade school, y'all used to have those milk cartons? I don't know if it's just me. I know I'm kind of spitting out my age now. There we go. Let's open that bad boy up. Don't want to, open it up to the point where I'm just ripping it to shreds. But let's do that. Alrighty. So I got the carton open, just like in grade school. So you just pour that in there. All right, so as some of y'all may know, but when I do stuff like this, I talk to everybody at the same level, right? Because I don't know how many of y'all are out there that is, professionals or whatnot, right? But the what you want to do as far as like your measurements is this, right? So this is 16 ounces, right? You want to do one of these, right? 16 ounces. You want to do a full. Oh, this one's a little bit bigger. It's supposed to be 8 ounce. I should have checked that. Damn. So this is what I was talking about, y'all. So this is supposed to be an 8 ounce can, but we grabbed this and it was kind of late, and I was like, oh, this is one of the only condensed milk there. But it's supposed to be 16 ounces of heavy cream, 8 ounces of condensed milk,
G. Hanmer said,
and then whatever of this.
G. Hanmer said, not professional at all, but love to cook. All this helps.
My man. Like I said, this is what I want to show y'all. Like, sometimes I'm going to be caught off guard, and this is why I do these live cooking episodes. Is for Next Chef Network, I call it cooking off the hip, right? Like I just wake up one day and I'm like, oh, I want to make this, and see if I have the stuff to make it, and if not, we'll kind of wing it, right? So that's what y'all looking at. All right, where's that can opener that we brought? Where's that can opener that we brought? Where is it? Oh, no, you good. All right. See, look. Talk about mise en place, right? Man, these things are so wacky. That steak is coming along very nicely, and I can smell it. And that thing smells incredible. And I'm going to show you what the steak looks like. And we're going to do a cutting test too. Like butter, baby. Ooh, this thing is thick. Look at this, y'all. Oh my goodness, hold on. Oh! Yo, that joint like paste. 12 minutes on a steak. All right, so now that we got all of this together, we're going to start first. We're going to start first low speed and then gradually go up. But you want the heavy cream to be fully aerated, fully thick, right? Just like cream. More like whipped cream. Perfect. I can already start to see some of the air bubbles get mixed into the heavy cream. Take it up a notch. This thing, y'all, is so thick. This is like Boston cream type of stuff, yo. Bring it up another notch. There you go. I don't want to put it up more than this. Probably the third gear setting. Salted caramel latte. Chamberlain coffee with oat milk. This ice cream, y'all. Oh my goodness. This ice cream is going to be crazy. All right. Then we add the condensed milk. Jeez. Remember, I wanted 8 ounces, not the 14, right? So we're going to leave just a little bit in there. Jeez. This joint look like glue. Look at how long that joint goes. Look at that. Jeez. All right. There we go.
G Hammer said, "Do you still run a restaurant?"
Huh?
G Hammer said, "Do you still run a restaurant?"
No, I got off of that. I got into hospitality-focused media company. It's a lot easier, a lot more profitable, and I could control from start to finish the entire flow, right? So I'm not out there buying thousands and thousands of dollars worth of food that's going to just last a week. I'm not spending, tens of thousands on employee wages, benefits, stuff like that, right? When I go out and buy food, it's just enough to make one solid meal, get it on my phone. Some of the bigger productions, I do have a full media team behind me, right? But this is more personal. You in my home, so I just put all this stuff on my phone, right? I don't need to call my media team to have everything like set up, right? So from a cost perspective, it costs pennies on the dollar to do something like this, opposed to having a restaurant. I got about this much, about a third of the can left. This is really good. 18% of sugar. You want some? Here, chef. Go ahead. Try it. That's how the ice cream is going to taste. What you think? What you think, chef?
Good.
Yeah, man. That joint's gonna be crazy. And you can really taste the oat milk. Right? So you can use any kind of bowl. It don't have to be something like this. This is more porcelain. You can use anything, plastic, whatever. Just put it in the freezer.
G Hammer said, "I love it. Good for you, bro. Get it."
Oh yeah, real talk, man. Thank you. So yeah, you can use anything, but make sure you put it in something. Make sure you stick it in the freezer for about 6 hours, 6 to 8 hours, right? You could do it overnight. It don't matter, but you want to do at minimum 6 hours, minimum. Take it off the rack and then let them see what it looked like inside. You see the heavy cream is really starting to thicken up. Watch your hands. Don't put it in front of the camera. Oh, I got it. Because it's locked in here very tight. But y'all can see that, right? I'm holding my phone. Y'all can see that, right? It's getting real thick. It's working, y'all. There we go. Trying to sound southern, y'all from New York, man. It's working, y'all. All right, so it's getting really thick now from what I've shown y'all. Let me bring it up just a little bit. Oh my God, this stuff looks so good. You know what I wish I had right now? I wish I had vanilla bean, real vanilla bean. I would have sliced it, put all the stuff out, put it right in that bowl. Oh my goodness. So you want to let this work. I'm gonna wash my I'm gonna wash something real quick, and we're gonna pour it out.
G Hammer said, "Hey man, I'm in Canada. Most Americans sound the same to us."
Say what happened?
G Hammer said, "Hey man, I'm in Canada. Most Americans sound the same to us."
What's the last part?
G Hammer said, "Hey."
No, what was the last part of what he said?
He said, "I'm in Canada, and most Americans sound the same to us." Most Americans sound the same to us.
Oh, most Americans sound the same. Well, it's because you're probably, Canada probably get a lot of people from the East Coast because you're right there by Buffalo, New York, right? So a lot of people from the East Coast will probably tend to go to Canada more than the South, the Midwest, or the West Coast. This thing is really starting to thick up beautifully. It has this very nice off-white caramel type color, and that's from the coffee. Now this is the time where you could add anything. So if you have any chocolates, any cookies, you can break that stuff up, throw it into your mixture. If you have sprinkles, anything, you can throw it into this mixture. Now it's starting to have the consistency of whipped cream. So it takes a little bit, as y'all can see, right? But this is the last thing. I got 2 minutes for the steak. I'm about to pull that, and then I'm about to put in the potatoes because it's very small. I'm gonna put it in there for about 20, 25 minutes, and then we're gonna get to the plating. It's gonna be very simple. Well, you're not gonna see the ice cream because obviously that's one of those 6-hour situations. But you're gonna see it like, in a bowl itself, of course. But yeah, about to have all this stuff done, man. We did all of this in what? An hour and a half? How long did it take?
74 minutes and 55 seconds.
So a little over an hour. Almost an hour and a half. So it shows you don't need and I want y'all to go home with this, right? You don't need a lot of ingredients. You don't just know it don't take that much of a time to cook a lot of extravagant meals, right? T-bone steak, potatoes, fresh homemade ice cream, all under an hour and a half.
It took an hour and 15 minutes.
Oh yeah! Oh yeah! Oh yeah! Well done, baby. Well done. Ooh, that looks so good and juicy. Looks so good and juicy. I want to eat it now. I gotta wait till my wife comes in, so she could, you know what I mean? This is a date, so you know what I mean? All right. So I gotta let the oven get back up to temp, 350. It's at 311. As soon as it goes up to 350, I'm gonna set the potatoes in for about 25 minutes. This is really looking good. Let's take it down. There we go. Let me see. Oh my goodness. It is on and popping. Alright. It is, ooh. This joint look like pancake batter. Alright. Twist this off. Like so. I don't want to get myself messed up. But look. Alright, y'all. Well, let me show y'all what I'm doing. I'm trying to hold it from the bottom here and show y'all at the same time. But you want to get the edges, right? You want to get all the edges, and then look. So it's at 350. Just want to stay in the middle and just go back and forth until most of it is out. And then you want to scrape out the bowl, of course. Alrighty. Don't do anything. Stay over here in the camera. I need you to, if they have any questions or anything. Alright.
Okay.
You got it, Chef?
Yeah. Yes.
Alright. Trying to scrape out this bowl and show people at the same time. But it's like, I need to see too.
Humdrum Production said, What are you cooking, Unc?"
Oh, so I'm doing, and I'm gonna show you. Great question. I'm showing people how to make a very, very extravagant meal. All right. I got T-bone steak. I got rustic potatoes. And I have homemade ice cream that I have done, that I show people how to do. And please, y'all, we're going to post this live, obviously. So later on today, when it's posted, just review the video. We had a lot of fun, right? But yeah, this is the ice cream here, right? Homemade. I don't know if y'all can see that nicely, but homemade ice cream from scratch, right? Okay, so that is good to go. There we go, as I were. Alrighty, so we got the bowl. And if I haven't said, to answer your question, T-bone steak. So let me show you the T-bone steak. Let me show you all that, man. Oh my goodness, it looks so damn good. Simple meals. All right. A lot of people just try to make. A lot of people, meaning a lot of chefs, try to make a lot of this stuff very, very, very complex. They want to make you believe that this is harder than what it is. You need a lot of professional kitchen tools. I showed y'all how to make all of this stuff ingredients wise, utilizing the basic stuff that anybody would have in their home. All right, so let me show you the steak. All right, T-bone steak. You see the char on it because I basted in butter first, and then butter, garlic, minced garlic, rosemary, right? Baste it, get a nice sear on it.
Should I get a close up?
And then I'll bring it up. Don't worry about it. And then I finished it in the oven, right? Because I like my steaks well done, and my wife like her steaks well done, right? So this is what it looks like, right? Well done, through and through, finished perfectly. Now I'm setting it right here so it can rest. And let me show you the rustic potatoes. All right, 3-step process, super easy. Kosher salt, what I use is black truffle sea salt, right? Black truffle sea salt is what I use. Italian seasoning, and these are miniaturized red potatoes, right? And then I put it into some butter. So if you see like that slight glaze, is the butter, right? Obviously, when you get it on racks like this, the metal racks in your cooking sheet, it separates the excess butters from the food product itself. That's why I set it on these type of racks.
You're getting hurt.
Right? So rusted potatoes. This is what they would charge. If you were to go to a sit-in restaurant, they would charge you about $10 for like literally a handful of these. Kosher salt, or black truffle sea salt, again, is what I use. But if you don't have that, use kosher salt. Do not use Isaac salt for nothing. All right? Unless if you want super high blood pressure and you love the taste of metal, then go ahead, be my guest. But kosher salt is the thing that every restaurant uses across the board, right? So this is what I made. I'm about to set this in the oven here for about 20 minutes. No, we're going to do 25 because I like my skin a little crispy. So 25 minutes. Start. All right. And again, you can see the ice cream. I don't want to lean this over too much because I don't want it to obviously pour out. Heavy cream.
Should I take the phone out?
Yeah, take the phone off. You just really gotta like get it out there because it's really like. Yeah, don't be scared, man. Don't be scared. There you go. Hey, yep. Just show her this part. All right. So y'all see that? So heavy cream. I used actual coffee. And then condensed milk. And that's it. That's the 3 ingredients that you need. All right, let me get it in the thing because I know it's a little bit. You gotta be a little bit aggressive trying to get this bad boy in, right? All right, bet, just like that. All right. So like I said, Joe, when I go live, it's more of a personal setting. I like to have fun when I go live. I like to show y'all if I could, teach y'all something, this will be it. But I want y'all to have fun at the same time. So, that's why I don't care about this. Not the extreme professional setting, right? Like I do have an actual studio in my house here, and that's more of a professional all the way thing. But if you in my kitchen, man, we having fun. Y'all gotta excuse me.
G. Hanmer said, I didn't realize ice cream was that easy. Actually pumped to first try.
Yo,
I'm actually pumped to try that.
who said that?
G. Hanmer.
G Hammer, on God, try it. I'm not on some real chef shit. On some real chef shit, try it. It's incredible. It blew my mind. I'm not a pastry chef, but it blew my mind though.
We should give him like a shout out. We should give him a shout out for all the support.
Oh, of course. Look at all this food that I gotta make. This is all the food. Y'all see this? I don't know if y'all can see into my freezer. All the food that I am going to make for y'all. Oh, damn, I don't even got room. All right. Let me reorganize real quick. Boom, we can put it right here. Slide that bad boy in. Perfect. Okay. So yeah, I was just able to slide that in, right? Let's bring that back. I was just able to slide that in, right? And yeah. So I showed y'all, like, I got a lot of food that I'm going to be cooking off for y'all. There's this other meal that I'm going to be making later on today. Let me get this back in this holster. I'm thoroughly excited about this next meal. Hold on, let me get that right here. Perfect. All right. So I'm very excited about this next meal that I'm going to make. It's going to be on another live session, of course. But it's going to be something good. It's going to be something good. Catfish nuggets, seasoned fries.
What is that?
So,
What is that?
People say fish and chips, right? Usually fish and chips is done with codfish, beer battered codfish. And then you make your tartare and stuff and all that nasty stuff. I don't like it. I don't rock with it. But you get your codfish. You do a beer batter for it.
Tartar sauce.
Yeah, you do. You can make your own tartar sauce from scratch. I hate tartar sauce.
Me too.
Made a lot of it. Hate everything about it. But anyway, but for this particular fish and chips that I'm going to make later on today, is pretty much taking the catfish nuggets. We're going to put a batter on that. So when I had my restaurant, I created, fun fact, I created my own flour, right? It was a chicken wing restaurant, New York Fire Wings, right, in Northeast DC. But before I launched the restaurant, I created my own flour, proprietary flour. It took me 1 year to develop, 1 year. Because the way that the flour is, when you are putting together a lot of seasonings to do like your rubs, or putting a lot of seasonings into your flour to utilize for your chickens and anything else that you want, like a flour coat on. The way that I did mine was very intentional. So it was seasoned enough to have that nice golden brown texture to it. Super, super hard crunch on it. And also the seasons that I put in there, this is what took me a year. It did not overpower or collided with the extra seasonings or sauces that you would typically put on your fried foods after the fact. So just think, as I'm telling you about this, just think, how many times have you gone to a person's restaurant or somebody's house where they fried something in some kind of flour batter or whatever, and you're like, man, that is just way too much seasoning. Way too much seasoning for the batter, and then all this extra stuff, right? It's just a clash.
Many said you look like Brucey.
Brucey?
Like Bruce Lee, I
Oh,
think.
Bruce Lee.
Like Brucey.
I take that, man. Thank you. I'm trying to get popularized like Bruce Lee. If I can have Bruce Lee popularity, no, I don't want the popularity. But thank you. But you know, it's like you go over somebody's place, it's like, man, this is way too much seasoning, right? Or this is not enough of seasoning. Mine was perfectly balanced, and then you could throw any other dry seasoning or herbs onto it, or you could take other barbecue sauces or any other sauces and add to it, and equally it amplifies the flavor. It doesn't clash. So research and development, it took me 1 year to develop that flour. It's incredible. So I got, from my manufacturer, I got 3, I'm trying to remember in my green room right now. I got like 3 25-pound flours left that I kept from the restaurant, and a half a box
Potato smells so good.
of flour. So that would be the flour that I'm going to use. And then when I do the live, I'm going to end this live and then start another live, right? Because I got to clean and prep for that meal. But when I jump back on another live, you will see, if y'all decide to track this and jump on with me, you will see the flour, and then you will see the beautiful golden brown complexion. What you got for me?
91 minutes.
We got 91 minutes. Look at that, y'all. So we got 17 minutes to go. We got 17 minutes to go for the potatoes. We got 6 hours to go for the handmade from scratch ice cream. And look, since y'all love the ice cream, trust me, the flavors is incredible. It's clean ice cream, real ice cream. 3 ingredients. You can always add 2, right? If you like different nuts, you could take walnuts, pecans. You could take chocolate covered peanuts, chocolate covered whatever nuts. Chop it down, throw in there, mix it in,
Peanuts?
and then you're good to go, right? Don't mix it in. Don't throw it in with the mixing bowl. When you put it to your, your bowl or whatever, right? Before putting it into the freezer, just throw in broken down cookies, sprinkles, whatever you want in there, gummies, whatever, and then mix it in, and then throw it into the freezer, right? So look, I'm going to end this right here, right? Cooking is not hard. You got a question?
G. Hanmer said, "Gotta bounce. Glad I stuck around. Thanks for all the tips and thanks for keeping it going behind the camera, youngin."
All right, thank you, sir, or ma'am.
Thank you too.
Thank you. I'm about to end this right here too. So thank you. Just know that cooking is not meant to be hard. A lot of chefs like that you watch on YouTube or TV like to overcomplicate things. Look, at the end of the day, y'all, it's just food. Have fun. When you approach the kitchen, have the energy, have the positivity. It's going to extend from your heart and your brain through to your arms into your food product. Let's continue to keep this fun, y'all. All right. Y'all see me later on today, Chef Prime. Thank you for your subscriptions. Love, and keep it simple, baby. Chef Prime out.